In this demonstration, I'll show you how to graph quadratic equations that are in factored form. The format for factored form looks like this, and the most important parts of factored form are the r and the s, which represent the zeros, or the x-intercepts. To help you understand factored form, we have a question, and in our question, we will be asked to describe the graph of the quadratic relationship y is equal to 2 bracket x plus 1 close bracket x minus 7. And we are also asked to sketch it. So let's describe it. We can tell just from the get-go that the a value is 2. That means it will compress by a factor of 2. And also we can assume that the roots will hover somewhere around -1 and +7. But how did I come to that conclusion? Well, think of it this way. If we were to set y is equal to 0, so let's set y is equal to 0, we would end up with this. 0 is equal to 2x plus 1, x minus 7. Now let's pretend we wanted to target this x first. We want to find out what that x is equal to. We would first start off by dividing the whole equation by 2. That would cancel out this 2. And on this side we would end up with 0. Then we would, if we are targeting this, we would have to get rid of this part. And the way we would do that is we would divide both sides by x minus 7. And once again on the left side it would reduce to 0. And we would end up with x plus 1 is equal to 0. And to solve for x, we would bring this 1 over, and you would end up with -1 is equal to x. So therefore, the coordinates of our first point would be -1 and 0. And we can do the same thing. We can actually plot this right now. -1 and 0 is right there. And we can also do the same thing if we're targeting this x. And instead of going through this tedious process here, and I only did this for the sake of teaching the concept, but what you could really do is you can start up here and you can simply say that 0 is equal to x minus 7, because you know this will go away, you know this will go away, and you end up with 7 is equal to x, and you would end up with the coordinates 7 and 0. You'd plot that right there. And also, we know that the graph will open upwards. And the way we know that is because 2 is positive. And if a is positive, it's going to open up. And if a is negative, it's going to open down. So we know it's going to be a smiley face, but where? Where in the middle? You're going to need to know the x-coordinate of the vertex. And the way you're going to do this, you're going to find the average of this number and this number. I'll show you how. 7 plus -1 divided by 2. So you take the two x-intercepts and you find their average by adding them up and then dividing by 2. 7 minus 1 is equal to 6 divided by 2, that's 3. So we know that the vertex will have an x-coordinate of 3. Now to find the y-coordinate, you would have to substitute that value into your original equation, which looked like this. Y is equal to 2x plus 1, x minus 7. And we're going to substitute this 3, which we found by taking the average, into here. So place it into there and place it into there, and you end up with 2. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 minus 7 is -4. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times -4 is -32. Now since our graph only extends to 6, we can assume it's going to be somewhere down here. Somewhere here. We don't know where exactly, but I just want you to use your imagination. It would be somewhere here. And you would have to connect these 2 points and subsequently these 2 points, and that would be considered a sketch for this relationship. Now let's make sure we have everything here. They want the axis of symmetry, which we have. It's at +3. We have the vertex, which is at +3 and -32. And we have the x-intercepts at -1 and 0 and 7 and 0. So there you have it. That is how to graph a quadratic relationship that is in factored form. Now also one thing to keep in mind is that if the quadratic relationship is in factored form, you can assume that it will pass the x-intercept, and so therefore you can easily solve for your roots, which represent your x-intercepts. If you found this tutorial helpful, please support our channel by subscribing or by liking this video. If you have any further questions, you may visit our website at biology-forums.com. We are an online service for students seeking free homework help. See you soon.